passed over. So it's never always going to be spot on. Sometimes it's really good. Sometimes it's not that great. So you just got to bear with me, right? I have a lady here. I also have a gentleman. I'm going to tell you who's here, right? There is a lady here. There's a gentleman here. There's a couple of gentlemen here. There seems to be a child here who's really, really emotional. This child is coming across like he wants me to cry, right? I don't know whether you've been listening or looking out for the side. I don't know. Oh, I feel really emotional, dude. I don't know whether you've been, whoever this is for. I don't know whether you've been listening or you've been looking for signs and you're looking too hard. But this young chap seems to wanna come through quite adamant. I can't see what. He's only a young lad, young kid. Yeah, but he's looking. He comes through with the older. There's an older man that's with him. I can't see what he looks like. I'm not connected properly yet. I just know that he ran towards me, this young lad, and he's crying. He's crying, and he's crying because you're not listening. Because he's there. He wants you to know. Fucking hell, I've got to cry on. Ross, fuck's sake. He wants you to know that you're whoever this is for. He wants you to know that you're trying way, way too hard to listen to him. And he's saying yes. And he's talking about some toys or a teddy bear or something that's held in his memory. There's something that's held for his memory, like a toy or a teddy bear or something. There's definite. That's what this child is saying. And he comes forward. He comes forward. It's for Kelly, yeah? He comes forward, right? With an older man. And this... Okay. Fucking hell, I feel like I want to cry. This person's really making me want to cry. I feel like... Have we spoke about this person, Angela? Because I feel like this person is... have we spoke about this young boy? Because I can see him. I don't know whether he has a connection with him or if it's for this. I don't know. But I see this young child. I see the child that we've spoke about, Ange, seems to have come forward. I see him, is it? I see him. I didn't know, Ange. I didn't know, mate. I just knew I could feel in that boy, a young boy's energy. But he's really, really, really emotional. He's really emotional, and he's making me aware that you're really, really trying too hard, Kelly. If this is for Kelly, you're trying too hard. He's talking about the teddy or the toys. No, I don't remember. And I'm not even like that. I wouldn't. No way. He's talking about the teddy or the toys or the something that you're holding of his. That's what he's talking about. And I don't know what. I don't know where there's someone that's really angry, that's hitting stuff or smashing stuff or doing stuff out of frustration. But he shows me this. Whoever this is, it's out of frustration, out of anger, or whatever it is. He shows me somebody that's hitting stuff, not people. Like I feel as if someone's really, really frustrated and no one's listening. That's what I get from this. And I feel like this is a man. Oh, it's you, is it? Is there something to do with it? Is it his dad as well? Is it his dad as well? What's that? Where's the male energy that's... Have you guys fallen out over this? There's something to do with a male energy too. I don't know whether it's his father. Also, I don't know what this means to you or you guys. I'm going to express this to everybody, but I just heard an older man come through and say, the green light, the green light. I don't know if that must be for you, Kelly. I'm not too sure. It is, he just said, the green light. The green light means something. He just come through and just said, okay, step there, maybe. He just said the green light. That's all he said. And I don't know whether you've not cut the grass or you've given up on the yard. We call it the garden, but Ange keeps telling me about the yard. I don't know whether you've been not cutting the grass, the lawn in the yard, or it's overgrown, or you've just cut it. But they're making me aware of that. They're making me aware of that in the garden, maybe. Yeah, we call it the garden, but Ange keeps talking about the yard, right? Calling it a yard. We call it the garden. And someone keeps talking about the garden, not the grass not being cut, or it's just been cut. That's what they're making me aware of. Do you understand that, Kelly? Oh, it's high now. So this person's making me aware of that. It needs to be cut. I don't know whether you've just given up on it, right? You've given up on it. That's what they're saying. And I don't know. I just want to get the messages correctly, right? So please, guys, please bear with me. Someone has either talking about getting a tattoo for someone's name, like in memory of somebody, or a feather, or a butterfly or something. There's a tattoo on somebody who's either talking about getting it, or just had it, or's got it on them, of a butterfly or a feather or someone's name. That's what they're making me aware of, or both, like the name and the butterfly or the feather. But someone just showed me a feather tattoo. Do any of you guys understand that? Oh, you, yeah? That's what they just showed me. And you've got a necklace with dandelion, okay? You've got a necklace. I'm being shown a necklace, and it's got something on, like a cross or a pendant with a picture in. There's something there. The picture. Do you understand about the necklace, Kelly? Do you understand about the necklace, Kelly? I know there's a bit of a lag. And they're talking about not giving up, right? I'm going to wait for that. No, you don't know about the necklace. Okay. I can see a necklace, and it's around a woman's neck. I can't see the face. I can see a woman's body, like the top half of the body, and I can see it's around the neck. And I would imagine there's some sort of picture in there, like a pendant, if you call it a pendant. I don't know what you call them. Oh, it's you, Crystal, yeah? And they're talking about giving up, not stop giving up. Stop giving up. That's what they're talking about. Stop giving up. Um, they're talking about, I feel like they're talking about, this is for Kelly, this message. They're talking about not giving up, but also surviving for his memory. And I'm right. I can hear them saying yes. Surviving for his memory, right? Surviving for his memory. And I feel like, I don't know whether you're playing the blame game. It's me. But they're saying stop it. They're saying stop it. You've got to stop blaming yourself. If it's not you, there's someone that's blaming themselves. They're saying stop it. And they're talking about the China doll or some kind of doll. I don't know whether you've got the China dolls or who's got the China dolls. Is this another message for somebody else? Who knows? Oh, you know about the China dolls, yeah? Or the China doll. Does anybody understand the name Stephen? Steve. I've just heard the name Stephen. And I also heard the name Donna. Can any of you guys take that name? Stephen and Donna. Okay, so I'm going to wait on that, but yeah, so Stephen and Donna. Also, the first of a, they're showing me the first of a month. The first of a month is relevant. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to pin you. I'm going to pin you up and I'm going to read you individually, because I don't like doing it where I'm just trying to read just randomly. I don't know why I've been doing this. I'm going to read for you individually. So I'm going to read for Kelly, yeah? And then, so give me a little while and then I'll read for you guys. I promise I'll get to you, I promise. Okay. So I don't know if your relationship, Kelly, is in tatters or you've just, like they said, given up. I don't know. There's something that's not right. They're making me aware of that. There's something that's not right where you've just stopped, and I feel like they're telling me you need to sort it out. For any sort of communication with the boy, you need to still sort yourself out. He isn't going to want to see you like that forever, and I know it's not nice, and I know it can't be nice. I've never experienced it, and I'm so sorry that you are experiencing it. But you've got to pick yourself up out of this. He wants that. And for him to be around you all the time, you're going to need to pick yourself up, Kelly. You're going to need to. I don't know whether there was some kind of issue with you or somebody where he was unhappy and there's some regret. That's what he's telling me. If there was something that he was unhappy with, a family member or life in general somewhere, where and someone's laying with regret. This is what he's making me aware of. But he's telling me it's okay, right? And I'm really, 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 really cold and freezing cold. And if you should be feeling these goosebumps too, and if you're feeling goosebumps, know that it's him, right? That's what he's making me aware of. Know that it's him, yeah. I'm really, really goosebumps. I've got it all over me. And if you feel that too, then he's telling me he's with you anyway. But he's making me aware of the regrets of some kind of falling out or things weren't right. He's making me aware it's okay. It's okay. He's okay. He's around you every day. He's around you every day. and he keeps blowing your hair. He keeps blowing your hair. So I don't know whether you keep getting chills around your neck. I don't know whether you keep getting chills around your neck, but he keeps blowing you. And he's blowing you to let you know. If you get a chill around your neck and go, oh, what was that? I feel like someone walked over my... You know that phrase that I don't know whether you use it in your country, but we used to get the chills. We used to say, someone walked over my grave, right? But that's spirit. That's spirit doing that. And he's making me aware, that's your loved ones. He's making me aware that he keeps blowing your neck. He keeps blowing your neck. And I see someone cradled up in a ball, cradled up. I keep seeing someone cradled up. Is that you? Because he's laying there with you. He's laying there with you. And he's making me aware of you smelling. That's what he keeps showing me. Almost like you're smelling. I don't know what you're smelling, but I can see him doing that. But he's with you. He's with you. And he's making me aware that he's with you when you're doing that. And what he's saying is it's not okay. You don't have to give up. You don't have to give up caring and loving for him. You don't have to give that up. But you need to get yourself out of where you are with it to move on with life. Because he's there with you. And when you pass over, he'll be there waiting for you. That's what he's coming across. Really, really, really emotional, because that's what he's making me feel. But that's his message to you. That's his message to you. I keep hearing about the green light. I don't know what that means. But the young boy just come through and said the green light. The green light, the boy just come through and said the green light too. The older man said it. The green light means something. The green light means something. I don't know whether that means it's okay to go or okay to move forward. I don't know. But the green light means something. Has anybody planted a tree in his memory or in his name? Has anybody planted a tree, or have you just planted trees somewhere? He's showing me planting a tree or laying a seed, right? You understand this, Kelly? He's talking about laying... You don't know? He's talking about... I can see him doing it. Planting a plant. Like a tree. It's definitely a tree. Like a baby one. He's planting it. Yes, the school. And he's talking about... Is there somebody named Matthew? Is there somebody named Matthew? I have a guide named Matthew, so I don't know whether he's talking about my guide, but or he's talking to him. But if you can't understand that, then yeah, I have a guide named Matthew, so he might be speaking about him. He's talking about closing. He's talking about closing his eyes and it happening. Do you understand? I know that sounds a bit tough. I don't know, Matthew. Okay, he might be speaking with my guide, Matthew. I don't know. That's why I said I've got a guide named Matthew. He's talking about closing his eyes. He's talking about closing his eyes and feeling no pain. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about closing his eyes and feeling no pain. He's also talking about, do you close your eyes and see him still? Yeah, you do. Because he's telling me you do. But he's also, he's making me aware of that. And he's making me aware. I don't know whether you're worried, whether you've been beating yourself up, whether he suffered or whatever. I don't know. But that's why he's come across and said there was nothing. He just closed his eyes and it went, and it happened, right? Yeah. but he's talking about you closing your eyes and actually still seeing him. And that is him doing that to you. See, it's really, really difficult for me to talk about stuff that he's already told me to Ange, because I've spoke with Ange about this young lad and this young boy, and he's telling me stuff that I don't really remember stuff about past readings, but he's telling me stuff and I know that I've heard this from him, and so I'm not going to be repeating it. I'm not about that, and I don't want to do that to you. That's unfair. But I do feel that maybe, Kelly, we could sit down together, just me and you, and connect, because he's really, really feels like you need it. Like, and he tells me that I could help you just by speaking with you. Right? I feel like we could do this privately. So what I'm going to do is leave his love with you. He keeps showing me a door key. I don't know what that means. He's showing me a door key, so I don't know what that means. But he's showing me a door key. But I'm going to leave his love with you, right? And I'm going to move on to the other guys. I feel like maybe, Kelly, we could sit down together and do this privately. So I will message you afterwards and we'll book you in. I'll fit you in on my diary, okay? So thank you. Yeah, thank you. So is everyone else still here, yeah?